So after some deliberations, car's finally come up. How is that for clearance? Baby, check that out. Don't laugh at mine. It's sturdy, it's not going anywhere. He's probably talking to himself right now. He's like, what do I do? Hello, I'm David. Today we're learning how to snatch strap ratchet strap.
Stop judging.
I'm not judging.
You're judging me.
I ain't judging shit,
You're
man.
judging lines.
I don't know what I'm doing. Mechanic.
Let's find out. Corners down. Oh. See how the cruiser goes with this big payload.
How do you think she'll go?
Heavy. On the juice.
Hang on, can you hold that for a second?
Two keys.
Hold the camera. Hold the camera.
You bidding? We made it just in time for the tracks. Oh goodness. So today, I'm actually trying to get this bloody 33 running. Now I haven't really showed you much about this car yet because it's sort of been the middle of just absolute chaos trying to even get it here to my house in between work and everything else. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this thing. This is a 1996 Nissan R33 GTST M-Spec. It's a Series 2. You can tell by the different bumper. And basically this car has had the same owner since 2006. And it was only imported into Australia in 2005. It's pretty much, externally, a very, 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 very tidy, straight car. There's not really any rust that I know of that I've really seen, like nothing real at least, maybe a few spots of like oxidization. The panels are super straight. And the cool thing about it is that it's a factory sunroof model, which is seen to be quite rare. Interior wise, it's actually very tidy. The steering wheel's got bugger all wear on it, a little bit of a split there. The carpets are good. The dash is good. The door cards are really tidy. Even the back seats, they've got barely any wear in them at all. And something else that's super cool about it is it's only got 115,000 Ks on it. The last owner had it since 2006 and he got it when he was 18 years old. Now he bought it pretty much standard, he was telling me, and he's put a fair bit of money into getting this thing to where it is today. Maybe not necessarily where it is today, but where it was a couple of years ago. So maybe I should pop the bonnet and we can have a yarn about this. So what we have here is an RB25 DET. We've got a Plasma Man forward-facing plenum. We've got a Garrett 3076R. Obviously split fire callbacks. It's got HSD coilovers all around. Big Koyo radiator. Still got the clutch fan, which is sweet because it won't overheat. I need to get a fan shroud for that. Front mount down there. It's externally gated, but it's plumbed back in at the moment, so no screamer pipe, which you can sort of see down the bottom there, I think I'm looking at. All in all, it's got all the kit there, and the last owner, he reckons that it actually made 380 horsepower on low boost, and it's got 4 boost settings through the electronic boost controller. So it's going to be just enough power to have a bit of fun, but not too much that it's not drivable. This here is pretty much the only real bodywork that I need to do on it. Classic 33s, like you guys would have seen in my other videos. The white paint's super thin and it's obviously flaked. His recollection of it is he sanded it back and never painted it, never finished it. So that's definitely on the cards to sort out. But today what I'm actually doing is trying to get it running. So when I bought it, it wasn't running, hasn't run for about 2 years. Had no battery in the boot, but I had it at the Auto Electricians, as you guys would have seen. And they've, it had a fried alternator. He put the alternator in the battery and back to front and it fried the alternator. So the alternator's been rebuilt. They've gone through the car, found a bunch of fuses and stuff that were popped at the same time. Everything's getting power. There's power to all the coil packs apparently. But when it runs, it's spluttering and carrying on. And I'm pretty much putting it down to the fact that the plugs are pretty old and there's probably really shit fuel in there. So I think I've put about 25 bucks worth of fuel, so 20 litres of fuel into the thing. I've got some octane booster for it, and I've just bought some new spark plugs. So I'm gonna whack these in it now and try and fire it up and see if at least it can hold an idle and run good and put some fuel through the thing. So let's set that up. Motor sounds really healthy. This hasn't. Oh! Catch back up. You can do it, computer. It's like no noise from the top end at all. Hello. What do you think, mate? You like it? Oh no. Any noise out of the steering while way? No, no noise, no noise. That's shitty fuel. Idling that. So much better. So basically I'm going to let this thing run for a while and see if it eventually just sorts itself out once it gets warm, whatever. Then I'm probably going to do an oil change tomorrow. Not today, had enough working on cars, but tomorrow, oil change. Then I'm going to start to look at how to clean this thing up. But that's a massive success. If I can get it to rev, that'll be even better as well. But it sounds super healthy. There's no odd coloured smoke coming out. And this thing hasn't run in years, so I'm very stoked with this. No problems. So one of the big attractions to this car is the sunroof. Why? Do you want to see if the roof opens? Let's put it in a better angle. Here we go. Open in my lap. You gonna drive? All right. Have we got it? Oh yeah. It's opening. The roof opens. And then we have to close it. Uh-oh. That's all good. It just needed to be massaged. I think I'm gonna have to get more fuel for this thing. But I'm having a look at the oil and everything like that. Make sure it's all G. And it's So it still won't idle over 1500 or rev over 1500. I think it's bad fuel, to be honest, but I'm just gonna let it run for a bit because the bottom radiator hose wasn't even hot yet. So I'm gonna let it warm up properly and see if the fuel really gets through it. If not, probably on the side of caution, I'm gonna get the injectors cleaned if it doesn't come good, because I don't want fuel pressure to be an issue. Well guys, that's basically all I'm really gonna film today. I just wanted to get the Skyline running and running a bit better than it was because it was super spluttery and stuff before. The plugs made a big difference. Don't know if the fuels made a difference because I did it at the same time as the plugs, but I think all in all, it's a bit of a success. There's no weird noises coming from the motor. Just need to sort out whatever's going on with the fuel. So that's it guys, that's the Skyline running. I'll see you guys in the next video where I'm definitely gonna have this thing running sweet and probably gonna start looking at actually cleaning this thing up. So let me know what you guys reckon of the car. Let me know if you think it's going to clean up or if I'm going to be in for a bit of a nightmare. If you've got any tips on getting this thing to actually run sweet, that'd be awesome as well, so I can get your feedback on it. But in the meantime, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and talk to you soon.